relief. I'm so glad Dorfa rehired me. A lot has happened. But no matter what happens to Dorfa, there's still no other company I'd rather work for.
Who's even left at Dorfa to hire you?
Well, yeah. There's no other corporation as large as Dorfa. But it looks like the new president is really strict.
Oh, I already know that. That's why I brought a present to pay my respects. Pardon me. I, Paiga, have come to pay you my respects. Please enjoy this gift. It's a famous sweet bean paste. They only sell 10 of these a day. I stood in line for hours to get it.
Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't kill her, so...
All for your sake, President Mariana.
If you have time to shop for gifts, then you have time to work. Work, work, work! If you don't increase your productivity, I'll fire you so fast your head will spin.
Please, not that. Anything but that.
Hey, handsome. You're a fencer, right? I've got some great information. You interested?
Ah, so you're an informant. Yeah, I'm down. What do you got?
Before we get to that, I'll need 30,000 gold.
That's expensive. There's no way I can afford that. Can't you lower the price a little?
Don't you know that strong fencers pay top price for information? And you definitely look strong to me.
Is that so? 30,000 gold, huh? That's pretty cheap, actually.
Thank you for your patronage.
Well, he's dead.
The cherry blossoms have bloomed beautifully this year, Apollonius.
Indeed.
The sun is shining and the weather is pleasant. It's a perfect day to go on another journey.
Yes, I agree. Goldikins! Did you double check to make sure you have everything? You've got your hanky and your blankie, right?
It's all good. I made sure to stick them both in my pack.
There are other important things, you know. It's not like we're going out for a stroll. We're traveling the world. Are you guys going to be all right?
No worries. As long as I bring the energy and enthusiasm, things are gonna be all right.
That's right. It's okay to be a little scatterbrained and screw up every now and then.
Perfectionism is overrated, eh? I just want to run into fun things. That's pretty much the whole reason I'm going on this journey. I want to learn more about the world so I'm even more fun to be around. That's all.
I swear to God, I thought he said a Bert. He probably did. Hey there, the tort. You did a great job. Coach Galdo.
So, what was that battle anyway?
The goddess used up all her power to seal the vile god away. And once again, both the goddess and the vile god have fallen into a deep sleep. The furies we've collected have scattered throughout the world, and everything has gone back to normal.
Yeah, but we saw it with our own eyes. Those who carved out their fate, who used their own hands to change their destiny. This world is shaped by our desires and our power. So we should do our best to ensure we're making the world a better place. What do you guys think?
That sounds about right.
I could agree with that.
Me too.
Well, let's get going, eh?
Stay healthy, everyone!
Pippin, Ethel, what are you two going to do? Well, I've been observing this young lass, Ethel. She's lacking in common sense, and is far too ignorant of the world.
Ooh, please give me a side game with those two, Pippin and Ethel. That'd be amazing.
It seems like a good idea to take her under my wing. After all, perhaps it was fate that we met under these circumstances. No way.
Please, don't say that. So much has happened to us lately. We might get lonely if it's just the two of us again.
I won't get lonely, but maybe I wouldn't mind if someone else came with us.
Well then, it's decided.
You plan to return to your home, right, Holly? I understand you have articles, right?
Yeah, I've been thinking about documenting everything that's happened.
Documenting?
Yeah, how's this for an opening? When light and darkness still bore life, the goddess emerged and... still needs work.
That sounds like a daunting task. I Guess I'm going to be pretty busy cleaning up after you.
I think it's a job worth doing. Don't you agree, Bahas?
Yeah, for both of us.
What a lovely breeze. This is where we first met, Fang. Remember? You and Aaron.
Yeah, you're right.
Did Aaron really disappear?
Well, she was originally part of the goddess. She just went back to where she belonged.
Did you make sure to say goodbye when you were inside the goddess's light?
I've expected these two to disappear along with him.
My feelings. They're all disappearing, Fang. I guess I'm going back to the goddess now. I don't want this. I don't want to forget about you, Fang.
I'll never forget you. Don't worry. You'll always be a part of me.
Thank you. Goodbye, Fang. You better be nice to Tiara.
Oh, I can't skip this? Should I? Is it just credits? Oh no! What did I, What? No.
Come on, don't just pour your heart out like that all of a sudden. You said everything I wanted to say. I'm not a fencer anymore, but I still want to protect you. So...
That sounded like a mic hit or something. Sorry, I don't do credits till I get all the other stuff. Select which to carry over. Characters, character levels, weapon boost variations. Yeah, all of that is good. Because now I gotta take that first, now with the, seals I have opened up. After beating the first part, and then get to the, second. Which I believe is the Vile God path?
When light and darkness...
So I can skip all this. Yep, just gotta work my way back. Shouldn't take me too long. I'm what, like quadruple digits? Not quadruple not quite at that level yet. I mean, assume the max level is before I get quadruple digits, like all nines. Shouldn't take me too long, but I still gotta work my way back. So...
Not bad. But no matter how hard you struggle, you cannot possibly defeat me.
You sure got a lot to say for someone who just got the crap kicked out of him.
I really must thank you all.
Thank us? What the heck are you talking about?
It would seem you were trying to revive the goddess. However, at the same time, you also assisted in the Vile God's revival. You mean the Vile God has been revived? You collected all those Furies in the hope of reviving the goddess. But little did you realize, that same power was releasing the seals that kept the Vile God imprisoned. The Vile God's seals.
That's right. It's all thanks to you.
Nard, how can this be? You fell into that quicksand.
True, I thought my time had come, briefly. But Mariana found me and came to my rescue. It would seem fate didn't want me to die just yet.
The fact that you didn't confirm for yourself that he was dead just goes to show how soft you really are.
So what? We already took out this trash once before. I got no problem doing it again. All I gotta do is stomp you down hard enough to make sure nobody wants to recycle you ever again!
Will you continue spitting out your droll one-liners once you see this?
You can't be serious! Is this the Vile God?
Now, vile god, bring death to these fools!
Yes, you are.
Uh-oh. We're fighting this already. Ow.
Hey! Yeah!
Gonna go out on a limb and say I need to run from this? Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Anyway, this should be the second path I'm on now, since I did more than 6, but not over 17. Just keeping that middle ground. So, just wait for them to... Oof! Uh-oh. We got this level?
I can't believe that power!
Your strength is noteworthy, I admit. But it's still only within the bounds of a mere human. While the power I hold in my hands dwells within the domain of the gods. And what human can defy a god?
This can't be.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. How can he be this strong?
You can't be serious. Hey, Tiara! Goldo!
Now, Director Bernard, it is time to release the Vile God's full power, so that Dorfa may use it to rule the world.
I understand. Because you saved my life, I will happily obey. All shall be as Dorfa wishes.
I can hear it. The Vile God's voice. He wants this world to fall into chaos. He wants this world to be reborn.
Return to darkness, world. And from that darkness rise once more. This is the Vile God's wish, and my own.
Aaron!
I'm okay. Just leave this to me. Vile God's power may have been revived. So is the goddesses.
Maybe we do this fight now instead.
It's too late. The Vile God was revived first. The power of the goddess can do nothing without being fully revived.
That's true. We went through 2 transformations the last time.
Aaron, are you okay? Come on, you have to pull through this.
Fine. The others.
Embrace your death, and let the distortion of space-time consume you!
It's pulling me in! Ah!
Ah!
Hang on, Lord Sherman! If you get sucked in there, we won't be able to!
I'm honored that you think so highly of me, but I'm afraid I can't hold on any longer. Ah!
Lord Sherman! Ah!
We did it! We've won! Now the world belongs to Dorfa!
I'll let Dorfa play their games for now. But this is only temporary. I will have the last laugh.
Even now he's scheming. Oh, my main guy left. Who's that leave?
No matter what happens, promise me that you'll never fall in love with me.
You don't need to act so standoffish, Fang.
Come on, Fang. That goes for you, too. It's a big no-no to swallow your food.
Time for our reset again. This time garnering the second path. This is the Vile God path, I believe it's called.
But before we leave... Weary traveler, you must be exhausted. I have just brewed some chamomile tea.
Hopefully the enemies here aren't too crazy. That Vile God actually killed us. Some of us. Oh, Sherman's leading, maybe?
Are you conscious, Sherman?
Ryushin. Where are we?
Based on the terrain and weather, I surmise we are at the Soul Plains. Aaron is currently investigating the nearby area.
The Soul Plains. What are we doing here?
Information not available. We need to gather more data in order to fully analyze our current situation.
Okay, Ryushin. there's no doubt that we're at the Soul Plains. Oh, Lord Sherman, thank goodness you're awake. Are you hurt?
Surprisingly, no. But what's going on? And where is everyone else?
Well, I've been trying to find them, but I don't think anyone else is in this area. I haven't seen any sign of Fang, and I have no idea what happened with the Vile God. Everything's a mystery.
It would seem that way. For now, we should get moving. We won't learn anything by standing around here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, you guys are here too. That place wouldn't let me stop leveling. Seriously, with all the bonuses, every time I would fight, I would get a level. I just ended up with 200 levels for almost everybody. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm over-leveled or not, but all the same, I can bring them in. EX. Okay, that just shows me they're not supposed to be here. Okay, it is supposed to be just Sherman, but again, New Game Plus, I can bring them in. What level is he at? He's at about 163. He might be the lowest. For the sake of things, I'll just keep him in. I don't have much on him though, and I think by moving everybody else they might have. It doesn't matter. Be mostly using them for whatchacots later anyway.
Let your guard down. Here I come. Huh? How was that?
So I'll have to one-shot that.
Serious? Huh? How was that? You're one step
Might be a little stronger, but I don't know. I'd triple digits stronger.
Let your guard down.
Still same old, same old.
Here I come.
Oh, some goof up with one of the trophies where you have to get 100 air attacks. Two things. One, it's 300, and two,
Rest in peace.
you can't do what I do all the time and fast forward through it. It has to count the enemy, has to be like knocked up to get it. That's what I went through a little bit myself as well.
Rest in peace, everyone.
I'm thinking I had like air attacks on me for like forever now for that reason. I just wasn't, it wasn't counting. I'm like, I should have gotten it like episodes ago, all things considered.
How was that? Everyone.
Just keep dashing. That's not the way out, but
Should I open this? Should I open this?
it's the third time I've been down here. We'll see if it's fourth after I do the other path.
There's seriously nobody here. You think we'd spot at least one person, but...
Shh, quiet. Someone's coming.
Hey, look! That's...
What she's wearing is actually different on here. Is this Sherman's way through time? Did he replace Fang for this?
Please, I'm sorry. I don't have any money on me, honest.
Stop spewing that verbal garbage, small fry, and quit trying to worm your way out of this.
Oh. Maybe it's a Bizarro level?
Like you just needs to shut up and accept that you're gonna get pounded into the dirt.
Tiara?
My eyes say yes, but she's acting very strange. Ryushin, can you confirm if that really is Tiara?
Scanning and comparing vital measurements. The probability of it being the same person is roughly 99.8%.
She's acting like some kind of bad-tempered delinquent. She's acting like Fang.
Even Fang isn't that bad.
Hey! Bilbus Wonder and Girly Boy! What are you staring at? Get bent! This ain't no peep show!
What did you just say?
Hey, you two! Don't just stand there, help me! Please! I'll make it worth your while!
Well, this serves to be interesting. Does everyone get character changes?
Always gotta get complicated. Fine. Now you're all my victims. Hand hand over everything you got.
Lord Sherman, what should we do?
I doubt persuasion will be very effective in this situation. For now, I suppose we'll just have to subdue her.
Oh, what? You want to throw down? Fine then. All aboard the pain train. Let's go, Kiwi.
And Kiwi's the same.
I will waste no time.
How strong is Tiara? I don't think I've done much of yours, I forget. Haven't had you in a while. Again, because New Game Plus, I could pick anybody I wanted to, though, too. Oh, she's done.
I will not allow any...
You ain't even 200. You might be too strong for this.
Damn it! What the hell's up with you guys?
Well, blazing through the next two paths a little bit with the quickness, though, and all the same.
Just calm down, would you, Tiara? What happened to you anyway?
How the hell do you know my name?
Do you not remember us? Could the shock of being teleported to these planes have caused her to lose her memory?
Oh, now I get it. You're a couple of Dorfa stooges, aren't ya? Well, screw you! You're not taking me in!
Hey! Tiara!
What could all of this mean?
I wonder if she's even like the descendant of the Vile God in this. Whatever this is. Alternate reality instead of timeline, perhaps?
Yeah, I have no idea. What the heck is going on around here?
Parallel universe?
Oh, I know. Maybe we should ask that guy who...
Seems to have disappeared.
That jerk? He just ran away? He said he was gonna give us a reward.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it. For now, we should return to Zelwyn's and speak to people there. Perhaps we'll learn something.
Okay. I'm glad you're here, Lord Sherman. Fang is terrible at dealing with these kinds of situations.
Again, I can't help but feel, knowing Sherman, who doesn't have his, alternate methods of doing things. I could still be a thing. Did I have anything for you? Alright, the swimsuit. I put you back on the BizKaz. Well, the DLC levels are there, but... Hang on, let me see. Whoa, I didn't know I could turn the, Ooh, that's weird. Didn't know I could turn the map with the right stick.
I can't help wondering where Fang is. If he's by himself, he must be starving to death. Oh, welcome back, Lord Sherman. Did you learn anything?
It seems our situation is much more complicated than I had thought initially. Take a look at this.
What is it? A newspaper? And the date is from forever ago.
From our perspective, it is indeed. But as far as the town is concerned, this is today's paper.
Today's... what? So what? We traveled back in time?
That was my first thought. But that alone wouldn't explain Tiara's unusual behavior.
Affirmative. Though it defies logic, my analysis shows that there is a 91.3% chance that this is a past version of our world.
When you put it like that...
Something else caught my attention as I was walking around town. The flower shop girl and the cafeteria manager. Everyone I know here is acting... odd.
What do you mean, odd?
Similar to Tiara. The normally polite, elegant flower girl was talking like a construction worker. But that wasn't the worst one. The normally even-tempered cafeteria manager. Just thinking about it is giving me goosebumps.
I see.
This is almost certainly the past. But there are still too many unanswered questions that must be answered as quickly as possible.
But what can we even do?
First, let's leave Tiara be for now. We should search for the others. Fang, for example. If you exist here, I have no doubt that he also exists within this world as well. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's my partner, so if something happened to him, I wouldn't exist anymore.
Then starting tomorrow, let us begin our search for Fang. Please take today to rest up.
Huh? Are you leaving? We're not staying in the same room?
Of course not. We may be very inhuman, but you are still a lady. Oh, and I paid for our rooms out of my own pocket. I couldn't bring myself to use our group funds. Well then, pleasant dreams.
the total opposite of Fang.
Now then, we should get going. Do you have any thoughts on where Fang could be?
Oh, before that, there's something I want to take care of. I have all the Furies we've gathered so far, right? But I'm wondering what's going on in the places where they were before. If there are other Furies there, we should probably get them.
I see. If this is indeed the past, then the same villains from before may be after those very same Furies.
And I bet Fang would think of that too. So maybe we should check out the places where Fang first got the Furies.
I have no objection. Let's head to the first location right away.
Okay, let's go!
Is there a sub-event with the Godly Revival? We have arrived at the space between the vile god and the goddess. Just as I thought. What are you talking about, Lord Chairman? We were able to come here even without Tiara. I think that might be because of your power. Oh. Because you're part of the goddess, you may be linked with her sealed self, even if only slightly. You may have unconsciously followed that link. Even for a fairy, it is an unusual phenomenon, but there is a high probability that this is what happened. Yushin is right that such spatial movement is beyond the scope of a fairy's power. It makes sense. It makes sense that Eren could do it. But Kui's a normal fairy, so it should be impossible. Lord Chairman, something wrong? It's nothing. The reason Tiara was able to come here before must be because she was a descendant too. I wonder how this looks like fully together. These big swords, I don't know where I'm getting S-rank fairies though. Maybe this portion will give them to me? Guess you had to find a way to do that while you could still be able to do Godly Revival if you wanted. Yushin, it's rare to see you without Lord Sherman nearby. Things have gotten pretty strange, but as fellow fairies we need to stick together. You're allowed to talk, you know. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you can only talk to Lord Sherman? Negative. I have merely determined there is no need for conversation. So you can talk. And back to the silent treatment. The situation's already pretty dire as is. It would probably be best if we could cooperate. We're the only three who remember the old world, right? So come on. I am confident Sherman can resolve our current situation with neither deficiency nor excess effort. Well, it's Lord Sherman, so I don't disagree. However, I must acknowledge the need to at least consider help from a third party. Then let's do our best together. I will be analyzing our progress and conclude whether help is necessary based on my observations. What does that even mean? It's gonna make me think like I'm not a part of this group. There's the whatchamacallit again, so this will be same old, same old. I can still go back and grind here if I wanted to. Yeah. God. Like, it never broke away from getting like 1,000,000 with these levels as far as I know. I don't know if I want to take it all the way to whatchamacallit. I can enter the tower now. I did boot this, barely, even with my levels, so these must be like really strong. By the way, all of the DLC I've been mentioning so far, totally free. So there's that too.
So there's a Fury here, yes? Or rather, there was.
Yeah, Fang knows all about this place. If he had the same idea as us, there's a good chance he would head here.
If I'm being honest, part of me wonders if Fang would really think things through that far.
Analysis of his speech patterns, behavior, and general personality indicates a non-zero probability that this is true.
He could still be in that jail cell for all we know until you busted him out.
Please don't say that, even if part of me does agree with you. But still, we don't have any other leads, right? Besides, I'm curious about the Fury. Why don't we give it a shot, okay?
Very well.
So same old, same old.
Rest in peace. If my powers that.
Take a lot with just me, but no one's touching me at this point. second. I think I may have overleveled myself too strong for a minute game. But if I got a lot of ground to cover, like I said... Well, this way's only make it easier. I should put whatchamacallit on you so you're getting SP back every turn. That's the fair I should put on you.
Jeez. I couldn't believe some of the stuff I heard coming out of Tiara's mouth. The Tiara I know acted like a proper little princess. But maybe this is her true nature. Huh? What's wrong, Lord Sherman? Are you getting tired?
No. I was just gazing at the landscape and feeling a bit sentimental. You don't have to be concerned.
Taking time to admire the view, even now. That's so like you, Lord Sherman. Hey, why don't I go and scout ahead?
I wonder if the reason for her sudden change is... You are the last person I would have expected to come calling. Are you here to pick a fight?
Do you think I would simply appear before you if I did? Huh. You should be smart enough to know better than that, at least.
Then state your business. I wouldn't want someone to spot the two of us meeting in secret and get the wrong idea.
Someone within your group of friends carries the blood of the vile god. That's all I wanted to tell you. So you should probably be on your guard.
He speaks nonsense. Although, the same crest Bernard displayed also appeared on Tiara's forehead. Which means Tiara and the Vile God really are.
Is something wrong, Sherman? Your heart rate and body temperature have measurably increased.
Mark my words, Ryushin. If she has inherited the Vile God's blood in this world as well, then I swear, I will kill her.
Understood.
But for now, we can only pray that our fates have changed.
Whoop.
Oh, it's treasure. I believe we've reached the end of the line.
Yeah, it should be around here somewhere. What the?
You really gave me a run for my money. But now it's all over.
Aldo? That person he's fighting. They're coming this way! Please wait! We're not your enemy! Huh? Please help. Dorfa is after me. You can talk? Dorfa? What are you talking about?
Oh, hey, what's this? Some adoring fans are here to observe my awesomeness? Well, you're out of luck. We've already reached the end of the game. I don't even need to use my special move.
Hey, Goldo! What are you talking about? You're not helping Dorfa, are you?
Huh? Who the hell are you? Who said you could talk to me like you know me?
Stay back. It would appear he suffered the same fate as Tiara.
Which means...
The way you're dressed, I'm guessing you're a fencer, huh? Today's my lucky day. I was getting bored chasing after this traitor. But now I get the pleasure of taking care of a stray fencer, too.
Goldo, hold on! You're not serious, are you? What's going on in this world?
All we can do for now is push through whatever little problems get in our way. Let's go, Ryushin. Fair rise!
Negative. After analyzing the target's maximum potential combat capability, I see no need to fuse.
Boy, you talk a big game. Well, I'm going all out right from the beginning. Marissa, fair eyes!
Okay, do your best, Goldykins.
You just sit there and watch, Ethel. Once I destroy this arrogant prick, I'm coming for you next!
I see you like to talk just as much as ever.
I gotta earn me some street cred. Then I can rise up through the ranks and get rich and famous. Here I come!
I shall give my all.
This is a Bizarro timeline. And that could work him over too. You get rain on this hoe. Yeah, that was a barn change.
Mind and body are fortified.
And the thing is, I might not need any of that stuff. Oh, okay, he's gonna cure himself.
It's my turn.
But not faster than I can hit him.
Rest in peace. I will not allow any further sorrow.
Did he somehow have the same outfit I put on him? With the hat.
Their eyes out! Gothikins, this isn't good. I hate to say this, but your enemy has you outmatched.
But I haven't finished off Ethel yet. I can't back down now.
As long as you live, you'll always have setbacks. Withdraw for now, and you can mitigate your failure with this new information.
Gosh, you're smart. You always find new ways to surprise me. So then, I guess I'll let you all off the hook for today.
Aldo, why?
She's been injured badly. We need to tend to her wounds right away.
I appreciate the gesture, but we couldn't possibly ask you to do more than you already have. He's right, Lord Sherman. I don't know what they've been through, but I do know we can't trust them. Last time we met, she attacked us. I'm afraid I don't recall that. I remember all the missions we completed for Dorfa, but we've never seen you before. Wait, you guys worked for Dorfa? This is totally different from the past I remember.
We should put all that aside for now. I'll carry you back to the inn. Here, get on my back.
Lord Sherman, wait! Are you sure about this?
Those who were once our allies are now our enemies. It may be wiser to trust those who were once our enemies, don't you think?
Is this gonna have us teaming up with the guys who were Dorfa in the first timeline? We're gonna get like Zank and everybody?
Well...
Further, I believe it would be in our best interest to learn more about Dorfa's movements throughout this world. Galdo is working for Dorfa, and it seems Dorfa has been pursuing Tiara as well. This is a thread connecting them all together. If Ethel's been working for Dorfa, it might be good to hear her story.
Detective Sherman over here.
We've done everything we can do to treat her. I think all she needs now is plenty of rest. How can I possibly repay you? If you hadn't shown up, Ethel would be...
It's fine. This suits our interests as well. More importantly, what can you tell us about Dorfa? You were working for them, yes?
Yes, but the Dorfa we knew just suddenly changed one day. It was never exactly wholesome, but now it's not even really a company. It's just a bunch of villains trying to rule over others. Defying Dorfa meant death, plain and simple. Ethel and I couldn't take it anymore, so we tried to escape, but... No way! The Dorfa I remember was doing some awful stuff too. She was never out in the open like that.
I believe I've come to understand some small part of this world's secrets.
What do you mean?
I think you can look at this world as one whose fate has been distorted. After our encounter, the Vile God's power may have remade our world. This would explain why everyone's personalities have become twisted, and why the past is different from the one we remember.
But if that's true, then how come you and me are still the same?
Just before the Vile God was resurrected, you invoked the power of the goddess. And I suppose I was in the blast radius, as it were. That could explain why I managed to avoid being influenced by the Vile God's power.
Which would mean everyone else...
They're no longer the ones we once knew. That would be a reasonable assumption, anyway. But now it's clear what we must do. Dorfa is to blame without a doubt. If we want to restore our world, we must destroy them.
You want to take on Dorfa? You can't be serious. Do you realize just how powerful they are?
Whether we want to or not, there is no other path forward.
I want to help too. Well, I was thinking the same thing, Ethel. I can't believe there are still people in this world who would stand against Dorfa. Would it be alright if we asked you to add our strength to yours?
You're quite welcome to join us. More allies is never a bad thing.
But if we're gonna go up against the Vile God, we really are gonna need Fang.
I agree. Let's renew our search for him tomorrow. I only pray he hasn't become our enemy as well.
Fang, where are you?
So, you couldn't dispose of one measly traitor. How useless.
Useless, useless. A truly terrible performance.
Maybe. But like I said, some weird fencer got in my way and...
Then exterminate this fencer pest immediately. Rebellion against Dorfa is unforgivable. I don't care what it takes, track him down. And if you fail us again...
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt, but can't we deal with these traitors and stray fencers whenever we feel like it?
Do you have a point, Director Bernard?
My point is, there's an order to things. Dorfa has used the Vile God's power to expand rapidly, but there are still all kinds of unknowns.
Are they aware of what happened?
If we want to solidify our control, I think our priority should be finding the last remaining fragment.
That's what it sounds like here.
You're talking about that Tiara girl. But as you know, we have no idea where she is.
Then just send him to search for her. Even one more person will hasten her discovery.
Very well. Galdo, join the search for Tiara. And of course, my position on failure has not changed.
I completely understand, and you can count on me. Galdo here gets the job done when it counts.
We appreciate your full cooperation.
By the way, how is our new president doing?
Oh, very well. He's keeping himself entertained by draining our company funds.
We've limited the costs to the entertainment budget for now, but even our resources are limited. Have Paiga give him a warning. As the president's aide, it's his job to rein in his recklessness.
Understood, Deputy President Mariana.
Bernard grows bolder by the day. But of course I realize we couldn't control the Vile God's power without him. Either way, I'll have to act soon.
Lord Sherman, about where we should go next. Karin says she knows where we can find a Fury. Recovering Furies was basically our department, so we know exactly where we can find some Furies that haven't been collected yet.
Then we'll follow your lead. If Fang does decide to go after the Furies, that's the best chance we have of running into him. We'll just have to put our faith in that for now. Ethel, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm tougher than I look.
Scanning vital signs. Sherman, she is not in peak condition, but her combat abilities should not be hindered.
Understood. Then let's go. I'll be counting on you.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Oh, here you are, Ryushin. Please state your business as concisely as possible. It's not business exactly. I just noticed you never join us when we eat. Be nice if we all eat together. Clam it up again? I see no point in responding. I have no need to eat, hence no need to join you for meals. You don't eat? I see no point in responding. There totally is! You'll satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I'm just gonna follow you around till you tell me. Maybe I shouldn't say this about myself, but I can be pretty annoying. My internal combustion engine is linked directly to Sherman's energy intake. Therefore, I have no need to supplement my fuel supply with food-based energy sources. So you're saying as long as Lord Sherman eats, you don't have to? Affirmative. That sounds boring. Eating food for yourself is delicious. I have determined no need for such a sensation. I do possess digestive functionality, but my current situation has many advantages. Like what? First, many organisms are extremely vulnerable while consuming food. I can avoid this risk. You're not some wild animal in the savannah. Second, it reduces the overall economic burden which food production creates. I guess I can understand that. Not exactly a compelling reason. Third, due to the aforementioned connection between Sherman and myself, Sherman has no need for bodily waste disposal. Lord Sherman is... Wait, he was being serious? Affirmative. He's only saying how he doesn't go to the bathroom, but... I believe I have provided you with a sufficient answer. Yeah, thanks. Whew. Crawled down a rabbit hole I maybe shouldn't have. Wonder if I could link with Fang like that, but I really want to eat my own food. You gotta question where the poop goes there first. Quite rare to see you communicating with anyone other than myself, Ryushin. I believe there is a very high probability my sense of humor is deficient. Your sense of humor? I apologize, that information was unnecessary. No need for you to remember it. Lola's still here. Welcome, valued customer. Like Fury Info's first come, first serve. What do you think of this price? Monster at the Soul Plains that's hanging onto a Fury. Might be magic. Did I ever fight one, like, in the Soul Plains before? Or is that a new one to me? Now, let's go get it. Flying Dragon. Wait, that's not it. That's this thing.
Rest in peace. Mind and body of how was that? Everyone.
I'll do my best.
You know, Caladrius, maybe they're not so new. Who knows, it'll actually give me anything, like, new fairy-wise.
Ready at once.
And they still can't hurt us.
How was that?
I'll do next.
Might be a while before we find something that can. No new fairy, though. Already got what we got. I guess they can't give us any more. How many do I have total? Because if there's the trophy that says 40 seals, because there's going to be like 45 floors of the Shukeso Tower, maybe? Unless there's 50. Let me see. What's my fairy? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 36. At least 4. What could they be? I'm gonna have to look that up so I'm not wasting too much time here with this. Anyway, what did I open up again? That's not it. Was it up here? Oh, there it is. Over here. Oh, in a far reach. Boy Valley. Yeah, we're jumping around a little bit now. This was way later. I was looking for the Ice or Fireplace.
Well, I'm hoping that Fang will make some sort of grand entrance, but
But you don't really trust him, do you?
I acknowledge his ability, but only within a very specific scope. Anyway, let's keep moving. If nothing else, we have to try to retrieve the Fury.
Jeez, did you just show up already, Fang? You're embarrassing your loyal fairy partner here. Hey, Ethel, would you mind talking a little bit? Last time we met, all you could say was kill. Kill, 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 kill.
Uh-oh, I think you broke her.
Ethel says,
What do you know about my past? Stop humiliating me. You want to get dead, asshole?
so you were like that in this world too, huh?
For a long time, Ethel was the most pitiful child who only knew a life of battle. But I felt bad for her, so I slowly brought her back into the world. Even now, you can catch a glimpse of that past when she gets overexcited.
Kill, annihilate, overwork.
That was a really low point in my life that I'd rather forget. So don't ever bring it up again, you freaking dumbass!
Is what Ethel said.
Sorry I brought it up.
Duly noted.
What's the matter? I'm going to leave you all behind.
Just calm down, okay? I won't say another word, so can we just keep going, Ethel? Just as long as you understand. Look! A Fury! like nobody's got to it yet.
Excellent. Then let's hurry up and...
Sherman, I've detected an approaching enemy force.
I guess this won't be so easy. But I suppose it wouldn't be interesting otherwise.
Here they come.
I will waste no time.
I'll do my best.
Gorlois that we can work over.
It's my turn.
I'll do my best.
Here I come.
I'll do my best.
Here I come. How was that?
Now,
So didn't do any damage to me.
well, it appears that we secured the Fury, for now at least. And of course, Fang did not appear.
You really don't have any faith in him, huh? Not that I can really blame you, but...
I just don't expect things to work out so conveniently, that's all. My lack of faith in his intelligence is only a small part of that. Anyway, we don't have time to stand around here. Let's move on to the next location.
I'm hungry. Me too. Hey, Lord Sherman, why don't we head back to town before we go exploring the next area?
You two really have no sense of urgency, do you?
We didn't have anything to eat or drink before we headed here, right? Who knows if there'll be anything on the way to the next Fury?
Very well. You've made your point. But we must head back out as soon as we finished eating.
I knew you'd understand, Lord Sherman. Okay, then let's head back.
I never realized how similar this fairy was to her master.
That or he's just a bad influence.
Huh? Did you say something?
Nothing at all.
Sometimes goofiness rubs off.
Are you looking for someone?
Yes. He wears dark clothing and a grim expression on his face. He's a fencer, so he's likely carrying a sword as well.
I'm sorry. Nobody like that comes to mind.
That's perfectly all right. Don't trouble yourself over it.
Okay, well, see you.
I never realized how difficult it could be to find someone. I haven't uncovered a single clue.
Hey there, handsome. I'm running a special right now on some real juicy information. You interested?
It's you.
I heard you're looking for someone. If you want to know what I know about him, it's gonna cost you. Let's say... this much. And I'll even throw in the measurements of that lady you were just talking to for free. So what do you say? Is it a deal?
Should you be looking into stuff like that? Well, your information, but... when I ask why?
No need for the measurements. One must uncover a lady's mysteries by oneself. But you mentioned him just now. Do you mean...
Bingo! The fencer wearing the dark clothing and the grim expression.
Very well. Then I will pay your price.
Thank you for your patronage.
So then, where can I find this man?
Let's see. I heard he was spotted heading into Crevice Cave. Apparently, a bunch of bandits attacked him, and he beat them all. Sounds like he's pretty skilled. Anyway, time for me to get going. Good luck finding him. Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Sherman. I was drenched in sweat, so I figured I should take a shower. I took one too.
That's fine. I have no problem with women who value cleanliness. More importantly, there's been a slight change of plans. I uncovered some information on a man who matches Fang's description.
Whoa, really?
I'm not sure how reliable the information is, but for now we have no choice but to trust it. Let's get moving.
And another side one. Monster hanging on a Fury Yatagon lava flows. Again, could just be just another one. Maybe I can do the rest of these myself. Again, gotta look over what Furies I don't have, maybe. Or maybe I'll get surprised, who knows. The Catechus Ice Caves? I thought that was over here. Oh no, Catechus Caves. It's not Ice Caves, it's just Catechus Caves. Crevice Cave. No, Catechus Ice Cave is over here. See, I was right about that. How do I remember that? But not the names of some of these characters way back when. Mystery how my mind works sometimes. But in any case, I'll see you next time on Let's Play Fairy Fencer F Bizarro World, apparently.